How is it going, everybody? This is RBT coming at you with my Outback Bowl recap video. LSU beats Iowa 21-14 in a defensive struggle, I guess you could call it. I think this game was a little bit more of a blowout than the score indicated. I think LSU dominated the game for the most part. And it just hit me that LSU and Georgia both played with their backup quarterbacks today, so that was kind of crazy. But yeah, Anthony Jennings played. As we all know, Zach Mettenberger tore his ACL in the last game of the season, and Anthony Jennings didn't play too well, but you got to give Iowa credit. They have a pretty good defense. They were playing well. Their front seven was playing well all game, and got to give them credit for sticking in the game however they could, even though their offense was playing horrible. But then on the flip side, you got to give LSU credit. Their defense was playing great. Each phase of the defense side of the football was playing magnificent for LSU today, so give them all the credit in the world. Iowa, which is a predominantly run team, couldn't do anything on the ground. Mark Wiseman's a beast, and he couldn't do anything. He had one rushing touchdown at about 30 yards, so couldn't do anything. And then Iowa got a gift fumble late in the game, which led to a score, which made it a little bit closer than it really was. But I still think LSU dominated the whole entire game, even though it kind of came down to the end there. But LSU still, you got to think LSU wasn't necessarily, I guess you could say, pumped up for this game. I guess you could say they didn't care, no motivation or whatever. Even though it was a pretty good opponent in Iowa, without their starting quarterback, rainy, muggy day, half the stands were filled, and they still come out with the victory. So it was a tough game, and LSU still found a way to come up on top. So congrats to them. But like I said, their defense was playing great. They kind of let up a little bit in the second half. Iowa found some things to do, and their defense was playing pretty well as Anthony Jennings struggled pretty bad in the second half, but LSU still found a way to win, and that's all that matters is the W. But official stats on the game: Iowa was 6 of 19 on third downs, LSU 10 of 21, 302 total yards of LSU to 233 of Iowa. 220 rushing yards of LSU, 276 of Iowa. Penalties were about the same, and the big thing in the game was turnovers. Iowa had 3 turnovers, LSU only had 1. So like I always say, if you win the turnover battle, you're usually going to win the football game. And both the quarterbacks for Iowa, Jake Rudock ended up getting benched late in the game. He was just playing horrible. And I think in the first half, they only had 1 completion to a wide receiver, and the wide receiver was just playing bad. And also LSU had a Kevin Martin, mainly the punt returner / wide receiver for Iowa, had a big fumble on a punt return, which led to LSU points. So that was big as well. That was the 1 fumble for Iowa. But player stats: Jake Rudock was 9 of 22, 102 yards and a pick. Then CJ Beathard came in. It was 4-7, 55 yards, touchdown and a pick. LSU, like I said, Anthony Jennings didn't play that well at all. He was 7 of 19, 82 yards and a pick. But the difference in this game was obviously Jeremy Hill had a bunch of big runs, was consistent all game long. He was running the football, didn't turn the ball over. He's playing great. So definitely the player of the game was Jeremy Hill, no doubt. He ended up 28 carries, 216 yards, 2 touchdowns. And he had a couple big runs. He had a 37-yard touchdown run and a couple from the inside the red zone. He's just playing good all game. The LSU offensive line was run blocking. Their run blocking was tremendous today. So you got to give them credit. Was blowing Iowa's defensive line off the ball. So yeah, he had 28 carries, 216 yards, 2 touchdowns. Mark Wiseman, 18 carries, 37 yards, and a TD. Nobody really was outstanding catching the football, definitely. But yeah, that's about it, guys. A defensive struggle, 2 struggling quarterbacks, but hey, one team's gonna win, and LSU found a way to win. So congratulations to both teams on 2 pretty good seasons. 10-win season for LSU is nothing to hang your hat on, and Iowa 8-5. That's still a pretty good season. You have some pieces coming back, so Mark Wiseman definitely, that's a big piece coming back. So I think he'll be fine in the years to come. So let me know what you thought about this game in the comment section below. If you're a fan of either of these 2 teams, let me know what you think this win means for your programs moving forward. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and be sure to hit the like button. Don't forget to do that. Please follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/S3RTR. And as always, roll tide, go Sox, and go Titans to you. I'll catch you guys later. Have a happy and safe New Year's. Peace.